Welcome back to Primal Gaming. This is Portal Knights. It's a third-person buildly type game along the lines of Minecraft and the like. I'll be showing you a couple of quick events. I'll start in Universe 3. A couple of quick events followed by a few of the bosses, just so you can get a feel of what's going on. So, made by 505 Games. This was in early access till a month or two ago. I've played it the whole time. It's pretty damn good. So you've got, I think, 47 total planets you can visit, and literally everything, well, apart from the starter base here, is destructible. So I can go up and just chew through any of this stuff. Although I'm collecting stuff I really don't need, so I'm going to stop doing that. So this is a map of what I've unlocked so far. There's little icons everywhere. Stuff that's still locked, as you can see, and skulls are bosses. Now each day you get a new event on a world, and of course it's a bloody potion one. There'll be kill X of Y monster, build a potion, find a chest. I think they're the main ones, or fuel a portal. So each of those will give you level scale rewards, but at the same time any monsters you face in the area around the actual objectives will also be level scaled as well. So I'm probably not going to actually bother with this event because it's asking me to make a potion. So just to quickly show you what some of the crafting's like. So potions are here. It's asking me to make, what was it, mining damage flask. So, oh look at that, I've actually got the ore, the quartz, the stone. I just need worm goo. So I will actually stick around and do this one, but just tell me what I need, simple as that. For each crafting, and you've got so many different types of blocks, materials for other crafting, and then your actual portal stones. I'll get to those in a second. Crafting stations and furniture, all sorts of goodies here. Loads of different gathering tools. Titanium is the strongest, so you definitely want titanium, and you've also got masses of different weapons as well, obviously. I'm level 29, so as soon as I hit 30 I'm going to make one of these. I think I can't remember which one I actually want. It's either titanium cataclysm or crystal cataclysm, so it's going to be probably crystal. Anyway, you got armor as well, all the normal sort of stuff. 3 different classes that have certain armor restriction. So I'm a warrior, so I can only use warrior stuff. See how it's got to warrior there. If I have a look at Altar 3, Altar 4, sorry, mage level stuff. So yeah, there is class restriction on armor and some weapons, which is both good and bad. It just means that there's some prefixes and the like that aren't available in certain places. So see, this is a venom that made it level 31. That's because I'm level 29, so event triggers are slightly higher than you, to give you a challenge, otherwise it's going to be easy. But otherwise this world is actually a level 8 world. So the critters here are going to be level 8 and 9, roundabouts. So yeah. So I'll keep it on, trying to find some more maggots. So I can get this worm goo so I can make my flask. So each world has an event each day. I think it's actually every 6 hours, but I just do it daily. And yeah, level scale rewards, so it makes it worth it. Although I think I'm at the point where I don't actually need much except for XP, so I just do it with my warrior, so I'm continuing my leveling process. Now back to the portals themselves. So as you saw in my crafting menu, I had portal stones. So what they do, you get X shards make into stone, and the stones can be placed in a portal itself, and that will open the portal, allowing you to travel to the next world. And each world will tell you on the map how many portals connect to it. I'll just bring that up again. 0 out of 1. So there's actually a portal on this place somewhere that'll take me to here. So I should actually find that as part of a little video here. I am, however, still wanting that worm. Now, as you've probably may or may not have seen, there is floating islands and all sorts everywhere, which make finding some things rather difficult. But you can get, or can craft, a special compass that allows you to actually use it and show you the direction of where a portal actually will be. So that's a really useful thing to have. I expect it's going to be camped as well. Most levels have a sort of dungeony type thing, and the portals are frequently in these. And each level also has, oh, there we go, there's a portal, it's a blue one. So each world will also have a quest from an NPC. As you can see, I've got hunting tools there on the left. I've got to return to Phyllis the Hunter with a wood bow. Now I want to put blue crystals onto my bow. I'll just place them. Oops. Didn't fall off. Oh, it doesn't matter. So yeah, now that portal's open. Now, as I said before, everything's breakable, so I can literally, should I desire, just go through the wall here. The other thing I didn't actually mention, but I did just out of behaviour, was change the first person mode. It's very useful when you're building stuff like this. So you've got better placement and better accuracy and stuff. Bad in combat, good when crafting. So I'm going to leave this world now because I couldn't find any more worms. If I can't find worms, I can't find worm goo. Simple as that. So I'll try out World 2, see what event he has. World 2, or Universe I should say. So you may have noticed when I was in the Universe selection screen, below its name it said small. There's 3 different sizes, small, medium, large, and each of those determine how big each actual island is. You'll still have 47 islands, but they'll actually be a certain size. And each size determines the load time as well. When we first started playing, I was playing with a mate, and the load times were just, it was really quite difficult to work with. So yeah, small was the way to go in that case. Now this guy I know does usually have a quest, but if I've already done it he won't give it to me. So let's have a look and see if he does. Yeah, I've already done it here. Otherwise it would have been actually a quick little quest. Anyway, the event on this world is to find a stray treasure chest. So that's quite literally run around and find a treasure chest that has been spawned specifically for the event. I've got 29 minutes to find it, I think it said when I loaded in. So that's my objective. These treasure chests always have a torch nearby, so look for the torch, and then you've got a good chance of finding the chest. So get high ground, have a look around. As you can see, it's quite a colourful game, quite pretty. Some of the later on worlds are just absolutely gorgeous. They're based in space, and there's heavy use of dark colour and purple, and it just looks amazing. Is that our chest? It's surrounded by loads of things. There we go, it was. Ironically, I didn't... Oh yeah, there's the torch outside of all these guys. So, I've just completed that event. I don't know if I actually opened the chest, or someone else did by just hitting it. But, either way, it's open. So, as you can see, it's saying my backpack is full, which is a pain. So I just discard or destroy things, trash stuff, left, right and centre, because I've got so many resources back at my main base, which I'll show you momentarily. Don't need any of that. So, yeah, so that was one event complete. So now I can safely move back to World 1, where I'll not only show you my main base, or my storage repository, since the base part of it hasn't been worked on for some time. I just literally keep piling stuff in here, and it's getting convoluted and messy, including excess of trophies and excess of chests full of crap. So I'm not sure where it will load me. There we go, perfect, Squires and all. So this is the main base. These are just a bunch of chests, trophies, sorry, that are from kills. As you can see, I've got an obscene amount of them. I definitely don't need this many. I don't know if there's any value to them, apart from bragging rights, as it were. I'm just going to try and... can't store any of this, I don't think. I've got so much of so many items that it's literally to the point where most of them are just literally rubbish. So, I'll probably end up trashing quite a bit. These orange slimes are actually aggressive. What else is in here? Winter quartz. I think the rest of none of the rest of that will stack. This one. I borrowed this, the sea sapphire dust, and the ice rose for a quest yesterday that asked me to create a certain potion of swiftness. So I'll just... Sorry for taking up time with this nonsense. I'll do that there. So yeah, all this has been crafted. This house was originally a just part of a tutorial quest. You just fill in some gaps, and my wife and I have just continued with the gap filling, and she's gone and made this big house here, manor house. Yeah. A little room for each crafting table, altar, and altar specific items, so on and so forth. Just standard, what you'd do sensibly. So, let's go have a look at the quest here. Spore outbreak, infested with vile spores. This one will just be a kill one, which is quite nice. So they'll be level scaled, as I said. So the XP that I get will be semi-decent, and actually help me towards hitting level 30. So spores are usually, which ones are the spores? They're the glowy things. So there we go, this is a lava planet, if I have a better phrase. And they want me to kill spores, and I can't actually see any. Some of the events, I hate to say it, are a bit buggy. one. Yeah, some of the events are a bit buggy in that the counter won't actually show up. Whether or not you can complete it with no counter, I don't know. I haven't really tried. I usually just say forget it and move on. I haven't reported to the devs yet. Someone can do that if they like. But right now I'm here to kill the spores. So you notice I've got double jump. That's actually a property on my pants. So if having double jump is a make or break it for you, which it shouldn't be because that's just weird, just know that you needed to have a certain pair of pants to enable it. Now I'm actually doing really badly right now. You can see that my health is extraordinarily low. And I've died. I probably took on too many. A bit blasé about what I was doing, but it doesn't matter. The penalty for death is you just lose some of your money. Money I've only found to be useful for buying pets, really. I can't think of anything else that it was used for. So, yeah, there you go, pets, lovely. I've got loads of them anyway. I've literally got 2 treasure chests full of pets. So no biggie on that one. And money's easy to come by. I don't know if you saw titanium block. Selling a full stack of them is something like $4,000, which is just huge. So the poison spores are quite annoying because as you see they leave that area effect, and if you're not quick enough you'll get damaged, which is generally three types of attack. You get area effect that they drop on you, individual shooting like that, and melee. So each of these spores effectively has one of those properties. And the area effect ones are the most annoying. Not due to lag or anything. You can usually get out of it pretty quick, but if you're in the middle of an animation or something, then you can't move out of the way, which is problematic. Yeah. But it is a great game. I'm not going to deny that at all. I think this is one of my highest played games on Steam at the moment. Behind Terraria and Fallout, I imagine, are my next highest, my highest two. So yeah, it's definitely a great, enjoyable game. There's so many options. With creative games, I usually give myself weird little goals, like strip mine an entire island to the point where the island doesn't exist anymore. Me and a mate started to do that on one of his islands. I carved the channel straight through to the entire island, so that yeah, it just ran straight off. It was water, so it all became waterfalls. It's quite cool, actually. Yeah. If you do fall, it is your death. That probably goes without saying, but there you go, I've told you anyway. So I am still trying to find some more spores. What we got left? We need 2 more minor ones, which are purple. We need 4 more red ones and 2 more green ones. There you go, there's a bunch here of all different flavours. I'll do this event and then I'll show off one of the bosses. Show off the first boss. At some point I will do a challenge of all the hard mode bosses, and they actually are quite hard. I haven't been able to kill one of them so far. Oh, there we go, dead again. You can heal, But I don't have any potions this far, so I haven't really tried to use them. 1 mana, 4 lava, 1 poison. As I said, yeah, poison ones are the worst. Now, I don't know what you've seen of the combat so far. The rolling is absolutely integral. That's effectively a dodge mechanic. So you target lock on someone and then roll around them is the way to go. I'm sort of trying to move fast so I don't spend too long just in transition, but at the same time it's somewhat dangerous. Come on, green. There we go, green's dead. So now the green event, green criteria of the event is done, so it's just disappeared. Now there are spells, so if I do this, that's a defensive spell. And any flying creatures get knocked to the ground. So it's actually quite good. I should have been using it. But it decreases incoming damage by a certain amount. I can't remember the actual value. But yeah, so it's a war cry. Anyone can use them. They do use mana, so the mana bar below my health there. So yeah, you can only use as much as you got mana. Simple. You do have stats, and I should actually let's bring that up. Here we go. So you've got stats. You can put points in them when you level up, and there is a potion you can make to reset them all as well, which is nice. And talents, which can be changed at any point. Just do all sorts of shout effectiveness, shout cost, shout cooldown. So as you can see, I'm using shout build, which is quite useful for party play. Might not be as useful for single play, but I do find it still quite useful. So let's just use an aggressive shout, so my outgoing damage is going to be higher. Sort of wishing that I had. There we go. So let's use the defensive one as well, because I'm getting badly hammered right now. I can't remember if it's talent or armor that's given me 100 odd health after a kill, but that's kind of important right now, because as you can see, I'm getting bad damage. Defensive shout again. Note that you can't jump while locked on, which is really quite annoying. But it stands to reason that it's a thing. Makes sense. Okay, the green one's there. That's going to make it a lot easier. I can just kill the red ones. One more. Now these guys actually do drop a pet, which is quite cool. There's a pet type for each of the different spores. I've got 2 of the 3, I believe. Anyway, so that was that event done. So now, we will go to the first boss of the game. Giant worm, is that him? Where is he? Giant worm. Worm pit. Ancient worm. Welcome to the worm pit. So in the boss levels, you can't actually destroy anything. It's all not destroyable, and you can't place anything either. So you start the fight by killing this one. This is a big scary boss. Boss mechanics are quite good. He's initially immune until he falls over. You have to kill a certain number of worm towers here. On single player, it's just roll over, push out, get stronger, and take him out. So obviously I'm dramatically outnumbered this boss, so I've just got him in one phase. And believe me, it was not easy to begin with. The bosses are quite challenging, and hard mode is just very, very difficult. But there you go. That is Portal Knights. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you give it a try at some point. Thanks for watching. This has been Primal Gaming.